Hello everybody, my name is Hammock. I'm going to do another demo review for TF2 Highlander. Our demo reviewee today is callmepink, who is playing Engineer on Badwater Pro. So start the demo. Badwater. Such a beautiful map. Now with more differences and things like this wall, which I guess makes sniping harder. Yes. This is an older version of Badwater Pro. I think this is 9. Okay, so setup, Eureka effect. Good start already in my book. Doesn't really matter what you use for setup, since most of the time you're going to get suicides, but it looks like this team doesn't really care. So I assume you're going back to do a Jag effect, which is pretty standard. Use this opportunity to have a look. What are the enemy going to do? Sniper. Medic full Uber. No crits cheese going on. Oh, look at that dispenser backpack. Look at this pirate. Okay. See, oh man, I'm not used to these controls. So I want space to go upwards, but it's gonna make me switch. Okay, so they got the scouting cloak and dagger. So let's see. How do I... Okay, there we go. Let's get your POV. So just scouting around. Kind of unnecessary to rescue ranger there since it doesn't replenish ammo. This is the tense part, the quiet before the storm. Well, it's not really quiet. There's a lot of chaos and mess, a lot of noise going on, but you know, just have to keep your wits about you. And there could be a spy anywhere. Could be you. Could be me. Yeah, check your back a little bit more often because spy could be decloaking on that cliff. Oh, you picked up a... Oh. Let's go back a little bit there. So let's go back to like 1,500. Going back on demos is always a thing because it has to reload the whole thing and then like scale back to where it was. Going forward is easier. Also, it messes with some of the voice lines and things. So okay, I believe you either wanted to switch weapon and then like shoot a rocket and then switch weapon to repair, or if I don't know if you wanted to pick up the building there, but that's unlucky. Yeah, maybe I think you wanted to move the gun over to watch cliff here, but for the like tunnel. But by the time the cart is already pushed this far in, it's not worth it. Like this, having a gun here is like the standard like pub or like lobby spot, just because it's like it lets you watch cliff and lets you watch tunnel. Downside is it exposes you to this whole left side area here, which sniper can walk up and just headshot you and your team. So it's kind of a bad idea to just build there. So let's try and get back to where you are. Team is holding corner. Okay. I'd personally go back to third, but that's a team decision. Okay. Getting metal. On rescue ranger, wrench, wrangler. Okay. I personally don't like rescue ranger here. This is a preference thing. Just because the extra, like, backing out makes you super exposed. Like, I'm of the impression that whenever you're backing out of rescue ranger is a perfect opportunity for a spider to decloak and just tap you once with a revolver. Especially for the poor sods who use a Southern Hospitality and Rescue Ranger, then you get hit by one like Scotch shell or detonator and you're done. But okay. This is Badwater Pro. There is the spy. You've definitely seen him, but I don't think the pirate has just yet. I wouldn't worry about hunting them down. you're putting yourself in a position to just be in a encounter with them. You want to be setting up your gun. Now, don't have as much insight for this point because I've only played a few games of Bad Order Pro, and that was a long time ago. But I remember setting up like dispenser and sentry both here to block the door and block the staircase. But obviously the gun is pretty bad. You can still have a standard gun here, but otherwise this place is pretty easy to be infiltrated by a spy. Okay, so your team backed out through tires and caught and unlucky. Happens. Again, another reason I would personally prefer things such as not Rescue Ranger, Eureka Effect, because if you're ever in a bad spot, given that you have the time to stand still and activate your taunt, you can get out. But yeah, that's just something that can't be helped. I don't think your medic is aware. Okay. Yeah, unlucky. There was a spy up there. Either the sniper didn't call it out and the medic definitely wasn't aware of it, but unfortunate. There's less really to comment on here in terms of improvement, because the problem with NG is that he's very much a support who's at the what is the word I'm looking for? He's at the mercy of whether his team can provide him space and whether he's able to, you know, just do things well in the situation he's given. So if you're being constantly rolled back, you're not really put in a position to optimize your setup because there's no place to set up. You need some breathing room. So those were some unfortunate things. It was unfortunate that it picked up the building. I think if you plan on having like an anti-bomb like sentry, like some people have like a gun like down here or like by garage for if there's going to be jumpers, and then move it back up to where the main gun is going to be. If you plan on moving it around, then don't use Rescue Ranger because that makes you very easy to kill. The upside of the Rescue Ranger is that you can get out, like you can just be like, okay, we've lost this point, I'm gonna jump out, get over here, pick up my gun and then run. But if someone can chase you, you're dead. It's sort of a Rescue Ranger is good as long as you can keep them away from you, but if you're going to be constantly like threatened by people, it's usually not worth it. That, or if you've got like a spot where you can put your gun. Oh, jumper. I should move my camera over to here. If you've got a spot where you can put your gun and it's gonna get like harassed and you wanna like repair it without like walking up to it and potentially getting sniped, then that's also a good side, but then it's also maybe the gun is a little bit exposed. Okay. Pretty good mini. I'd personally put it a little bit further to the right here because it allows your sniper to play around this area, and if a spy were to start threatening him and then attacking around this area, spy or scout would usually threaten around this area, then the sniper can play around the mini, but currently it's only watching this area here for if red team sort of like jumps down and tries to like flank the tunnel, which is unlikely. But you want to kind of just slowly push up this car until it hits no man's land, which is around here, in which your job is kind of done. Okay, Uber exchange here. There wasn't really any effect to try and force the enemy medic there, so that's a team issue. That NG is so low. Oh, I didn't see where you died. Let me go back a bit. Where are we? 33,000. Let's go to 32,000.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Okay. Shotgun. Oh, unlucky. Wrangler. Gunslinger. Yeah, that can't be helped. Rip. F in chat, guys. Okay, so your team is grouping up on the hill here. Be nice to have like a mini around here forward. You can wrangle it so that if like people start to go forward, you can just harass them. This guy should have been taken out a while ago. The fact that he's still up is actually very fortuitous for you guys, because this has been cool, definitely, because your sniper is shooting at him, unless your sniper has no microphone. But this guy is feeding right now. Like, it looks like, oh look, they're still holding first point. This is good for them. Red team can move back in. You don't want to re-hold first point. This is a throwaway. This gives so much space to blue team. So that NG is feeding so hard right now. You may not know it, but he just threw away a second and potentially third point, because at this point, with a key pick like an engineer down like this, there's not going to be a gun. There's not going to be any reliable hold. They're holding second point. These guys are... I don't know what div this is. This might be open, so I apologize if I'm being offensive. But second point is a very terrible hold for the fact that it takes a long time for the red team to move all the way up to hold on to here, especially if they don't have a teleporter, because the NG died on first. And if they back out, they have to back out through here, which is sniper sightline, which is thankfully limited a little bit like this, which is personally why I don't really like this map, because it's kind of... It enforces a bad... Like, people... This change would make people want to hold second more, because this is less punishing, but why would you want to hold second anyway? Because it's generally just a bad investment, because if you lose second really badly, you could lose third, and third is, like, generally the best hold. And your soldier is just crushing right now. Look at this cart time. Oh my god, that's so funny. Sorry, I should be putting, like, more perspective on you, so I'm gonna go back a couple ticks. Let's go to, like, 37,000. But your flank just pushed their card in. Red team were completely oblivious because they didn't have a gun watching it. I assume in their own team talks they were like, gun is gonna watch the cart, flank is gonna hold, like, yard, you know, everybody's got their same, like, their own, like, job to do, and gun is just expected to watch cart, and because they didn't have a gun, it just walked in and they were like, oh shit, pop Uber, jump in on the car. It's just kind of funny. It's unfortunate. This is why you don't throw his NG, guys. Okay, where art thou? Sniper is doing pretty well. Oh, there you go, you're pushing the car. Smash my teleporter. Okay, got the standard offensive loadout. Good base here at the front. I would put that mini, like, up on here on garage. This is my favorite mini spot because it watches into lobby. It watches over here. It has good high ground. And if you put it on any side of the garage here, then someone could stand back here and then shoot the mini. But if you put it back on this corner here, it has just enough vision of, like, the area that it can threat, and it doesn't threat anywhere outside of its vision. It's okay, this is you pushing the cart. Yeah, nice. That was such a huge cap. They just, like, not only did they lose, look at this soldier, he's like, he's just taunting this heavy right now. This soldier's a Chad. He's just standing there like, what are you gonna do? I already got the point. It's great. I love it. Okay. So now, NG gets sniped. Get sniped. Oh, see, look, this is why it's so dangerous. He just fucking waddled back through there. He's using Rescue Ranger as well, so, like, yeah, I'm overly criticizing their NG. I'm sorry. You should have, like, walked through here and then pulled it, or, like, Eureka'd out, or even, like, sentry jumped, but he didn't have level 3 sentry, so he'd have to bullet hop, which is a lot harder and takes more damage. Anyway, that NG should have died, but that's not your fault. You're just pew-pewing people, and that's great. I think this, yeah, this is when the forward spawn unlocks. So, yeah, you've already got that set up. Nice. Good planning ahead. I like that. So I'll just slowly move up. I'd probably get a dispenser on that corner by that, like, wooden post. Unlucky. Yeah, rip. They used. I'm pretty sure that's a force, because they didn't need to use that. Oh, your spy's in position. Oh, the demo got flashed. That's so unlucky. Rip. That's a good fight for red team there. But it's a better fight for you guys, because they used Uber. And that means you guys can just slow push here because you have a moving dispenser on your side while they have to play around their medic and their packs. They do have high ground here, but that heavy... I don't know what that heavy was thinking. Yeah. Okay, next demo there. So we're just playing around with the time. It's hard to actually see the stopwatch when you use these STVs. But I think if that were just a standard normal game that you were going through and then you had that extra time, you'd have got third. That was like they did a lot of mistakes there on defense. Let me open up the next demo here of the next round. I wish it opened up the same folder. Okay, demo reviews, pink, bad order 2. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Okay. On blue team, yeah. Okay. Now the most important thing is checking everyone's hats. Oh, nice demo loadout for that demo. Looks very pretty. What this? Oh, I like this heavy. It's very beautiful. Very majestic. I like your tipped lid. Tip the hats is great. Oh, they're heavy suicided. Oh, this guy's using Jag. Okay. I'm just gonna review this guy because what else can I look at in the setup time? Let's see. It's a nice sniper rifle. yeah, okay. I thought that spy was gonna go for my spot up here. The Hammock spot. Oh, look at that heavy loadout. He's got the Tower of Hats. He's got like horns. He's like some fucking like devil paladin. I don't know. An ill rigger. Spy running through tunnel. Heavy pushing cart without Fist of... I think Fist of Steel is banned. I can't remember. I haven't kept up with the whitelist. It's only been in season for a while. Decent mini sentry. Nice enemy spy gets fragged. I'd say when you're like pushing through here, you get the mini up here, maybe get dispenser in the corner for if this is like a longer like fight around here, just so that your flank has some sustenance. I don't know where your heavy is on the cart. Is he in a chocolate bar? Yeah, he is. He's just, oh, okay, he's using brass piece. He's going for like fucking death ball. Okay. Brass piece is like fucking... I'm surprised that weapon hasn't been banned because you get that resistance like constantly instead of it being like below health. Kind of bugged. Okay. So this is kind of just neutral stage. You want to keep pushing up that car. I'd say it's around about a no man's land right now. I thought that was Huntsman for a second. Nope, that's the NG building down here for some reason. I don't know. I'd say this is a win from your team already, just because now you own Cliff and now your heavy can go into space apparently. Look at this. He doesn't know. Okay. They open him. He's getting jacked. Oh god. Dude, I should just watch STVs of like open or mid games more often because this is fun. That medic just went through the door, doesn't know it's one way, and now he's like, oh, I'm here now. Okay. This is mental. Okay. Just pushing the cart. It's the life of the like NG. All this chaos is going on. Just gotta set up your telly and push the cart. Looks like you're on all threes now. Okay, I want to see where this is going. Build up the gun. Move it up near the cart. Have you got your telly? Yeah, you do. Nice. This could be good since red team have majorly after. Oh my god, he's still there! Oh! Stealth heavy. Stealth heavy. Oh my god, if your heavy got a KGB punch on him. Dude, your heavy, he went for like 2 punches and they both got kill stealed. Go on. He could have just spammed crits like minigun shots over here, which have no fall off, so they'd like chunk people. But there'd be no one here, but it would have been cool. Put this. Okay, sniper is watching. Steady, steady, steady. It's not, let's see. Got your levels. I think you should be a little bit more aggressive with this. I think you could like move it up onto boiler here and just wrangle down. Actually, that would be dangerous for sniper sightline. I think if you got to level 3, you could probably either move it behind car, which is probably what you're doing right now, or like move it, like try to like rocket jump and just run up onto 3rd, but that would be way too aggro unless you had like a soldier buddy with you. But I feel like you should definitely make use of having this level 3 gun and maybe just walk into like flank. Oh, okay, never mind, they use it. Just play back. Then again, having the telly up as soon as possible is generally the priority, and it looks like you are about this. I'm just thinking on a meta level of the fact that I don't think their flank is very good. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that. I also have a feeling their spy isn't very good. So you could probably just like go, hey soldier, can you protect me? And I'm gonna walk into flank and just fucking go up here and then go down here and just build a sentry gun like right here. Okay. You got gun in the map room, very exposed right now because their combo isn't holding that aggro here on ramp. So that gun is just going to get pressured out from tires, so you guys should probably maneuver to tires. That way you can just get a demo like standing here and just going boom, 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 just firing pills. That's my impression of the grenade launcher. Do you like it? Oh, you got frontier justice crits! Oh shit. I should actually just wait. That's specking work in this. I have to like cycle. Okay. Doesn't tell me how many crits you have, sadly. My HUD is kind of broken. Oh, this is so risky. This is so risky. No one's even playing with you. I don't know if you've... Yeah, I don't know if you called that with your team. Like, hey, let's... Just, you want to wait for your team to go in, and then, like, after they've Ubered and they're all doing this and they're all being messy, then you can just kind of walk in here and put a gun down. And no one will notice. You don't want to lead in with that. Otherwise, yeah, they're going to shoot at the one target that's visible to them. Oof. Yeah, that was a bit chaotic there. That medic is getting burned, though. Oof. Good play from your pyro. And you have a 20%, 30% Uber. Actually, no, they're down for 10 seconds. That could be like a 40-50% Uber advantage. Nice wrangling here. I think you should maybe just get cart time here because you have massive number advantage at the moment. Oh, nice. Frag the scout. Cool spy out in their cart. Unlucky, died to soldier. I think you guys, like, you guys are playing so split right now. I think you could have easily gotten cart, like, right to here. Maybe even capped it by now. But I think you're a bit, like, split up. Like, this guy definitely wants to just shit on people with brass beasts, and I kind of respect that. You're playing a little bit too close to, like, tires here, although you were trying to hold off the flank, and that was a good direction to go in. I think it was just generally better for you, while they were all down, to just have, like, ×3 on the cart. And generally, when people are holding different areas and doing their own things due to lack of mobility and certain people being really good at doing other things, if something needs to be done, generally the engineer or the scout should go for it because they're kind of the extra walking pair of hands. It's like, you can usually expect soldier to be on the flank, expect heavy to be standing somewhere shooting because he's very immobile, and demo to be spamming things. So if something needs to be done, if the cart needs to be pushed, then as long as NG has his telly and his gun up, then he can go anywhere because he's doing stuff. NG tried to build on Lenny, but doesn't have any of his team playing around, being able to control high ground, playing very passive in shadow here. So he just got destroyed. NG should really be playing down here or even at lower. And it looks like your spy is doing a great job. Some more cart time here. Nice. This is a good time to move up your gun because you have a big numbers advantage. They're all distracted. A lot of people are down. You can have the gun set up around here to cover the cart. And now I would just jump on the cart right now. And that's a good round. That's played really well. I think that was more of a stomp because like the first round was a bit like sort of feeling out what was going to happen. And then you start to realize, some of their players aren't doing very well, especially that NG who's just kind of, I don't know. I can't really say. That was definitely more of a opportunity for you guys to just steamroll ahead. Okay, so this looks like Jag Effect 2. I personally put the telly a little bit to the right here just because that could potentially block picking up the health pack because the hitbox of the health pack is actually like very close to the ground there. So if you put the telly on top of it, you sometimes can't pick up the health pack, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. I'm not exactly sure the hitbox of it. But I know it is very close to the ground because there are times where you like land on it and then you take full damage before you actually get the health pack. Okay.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Check the cosmetics. We got a winter. Pyro's already got their winter equipment on. I like that heavy like that. All dart hit. Hopefully your spy has scouted that out, because it's good reason to have your gun perma-wrangled. Okay. Demo's playing close. It doesn't look like they're going for a jump wave. Like a demo, soldier, pyro, like, bomb. So it's just waiting for the neutral for like the Uber to go off and then play around that and looking for spy. Okay. Their blue spy kind of messed up there because your spy was going to die anyway to scout or pyro, and he kind of just gave away his position. So yeah, your heavy nose. The blue spy is nearby. Because usually spies would just like run through tunnel, hold W, and either run into a pipe or go behind and get telly. But now he's kind of like just spying. He's going to be in soon. He's definitely shown he's not going for the telly anytime soon. And now he's just burned his bicycle. Actually burned it. It's now melted. So your sniper is down, so this is quite risky, which means their sniper can just walk on hill and start shooting people. So see how this plays out. Your team is Ubering. You got a flash, which is quite nice. You should use this to try and back out because you haven't got any significant kills on. Actually, I'm bad. I didn't actually see the heavy die there. Yeah, a lot of chaos. So that was a really good hold there. I would personally, when there's a lot of chaos here and there's a lot of like things going on, sort of try to play back, try to make myself scarce so that they don't see me, maybe play back on this cliff here, maybe jump down here, but I wouldn't personally jump down here until we've confirmed that like the spy is dead. But then you know his bicycle is gone, so you just play down here until... Actually no, I think it's finicky. I think, yeah, playing down here would probably be the best choice, because playing back here or down here leaves you exposed to that sniper that's right there right now, because your sniper also went down. It's very much a chess scenario where you're kind of missing pieces. That spy just, yeah, that was a really good rocket. That spy just was making himself very obvious that he was going to walk up and do something, and you kind of just deleted him. He was probably running bigger. Okay, this is a bad choice to move your gun right here, because either it's definitely been called out or you've seen it, but that sniper is there. He's not going anywhere until he gets clipped in the face by the other gamer, and it doesn't look like that's happening. So this is pretty much the neutral phase of like Bad Order first, where the first Ubers have been exchanged, and now blue team are playing around hill, protecting around the sniper until sniper gets some picks. He takes out your sniper again. Looks like they have more of a sniper skill advantage going on right now, so it's up to your spy to try and take out the sniper instead. And yeah, I think you should move the gun here, because what is it doing? Like, it's not... Oh, nice achievement, bro. Like, I see your strat of just like harassing them, but that isn't really your job. That's more of like you're providing a safe area that doesn't have like the risk of like a pyro jetpacking or a soldier bombing onto your combo and then forcing your medic early. Like, you want to have your gun protect them. You don't necessarily have to be harassing them. It's more important that your gun stays alive and creates a safe area. Okay, I think you guys played pretty well on that defense there, all things considered, considering their sniper was clearly winning. Oh, your soldier's doing pretty well. Okay, your combo backed out to second, which is very strange because second is a bad point to hold. Then again, on this version of Bad Water, third is probably worse. So let's just see. I wouldn't personally have your team hold second here unless you backed out, because then you can't have a telly onto here. Dude, this guy's just... Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Oh, this is such a fiesta. Dude, okay, I need to go back. I need to go back and watch this again. That was fucking stupid. Holy shit. He fucking walked in, built a dispenser, and is like, well, this place is ours now. And just punched your sniper to death. Oh my god. I take it back. This guy is the best gamer. This Jingle Jones is actually the best gamer in the world. He just gives no fucks. Where is he? Where is this Chad? Okay, he died before. He was already... Wait, what was that before? Was that... Did he... Yeah, your sniper's down. I think I went not far enough. Oh. I clicked buttons. I don't know what I clicked. I think I clicked go to. Yeah, okay. Let's go. I have to wait for it to complete and then go back again. We have to go back! Okay.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Mission begins in 10 seconds. Okay. Okay. Look at this guy. He's just carrying the dispenser. He's just like, yeah, this place is ours now. I don't give a shit about these guys. Oh, there's a sniper here. Get the fuck out of my point, bitch. And then he dies. Oh my god, that was great. I love it. What was he thinking? I don't know. Oh my god. See, this is how you signify that you own it. I think I said that in a previous video. Dispensers are like flags. Or was it sentries? I can't remember. That was a while ago. Yeah, blue team owns that roof now. Probably wasn't worth putting a lot of investment in there because it's very hard to back out, as you can see right here. Because once I take this area, sniper can just shoot anyone who's running away. Your heavy is still there. Oh, I need to watch this guy. I'm sorry. I know this is meant to be an NG review, but I need to watch this brass beast heavy and wonder what he's doing. He is by the new spawn. The soldier is here. He sees him charging up the destruction cannon. Oh, he's dead. Rip Biggs. Okay. So I don't think this dispenser blocks anything. It definitely doesn't block that spy. I'm actually not too sure what you should be doing here in terms of dispenser placement. That gun spot's pretty good. I'd probably just put it near you. Maybe block this back room here, just so that you don't have to worry about spy like immediately running through here. Like if you see someone jumping on that dispenser. Oh, this spy is so low. Yeah, should probably call up a gamer to help you here. Make sure you check the usual spots, like the corners. Also, if the spy... Oh, that's unlucky for him. Or it's a horror movie. Yeah, good choice. Just run away, but unlucky. That was demo. Also, good thing to remember: if you're fighting a spy who is you're like, man, this guy's going for trick stabs. Like they're that type of spy that's not just going for plays, but you can see them like jumping around and stuff. That they're like, okay, this guy probably works in his footwork a little bit. I didn't know you could build there. That's really cool. I learned something new, guys. But yeah, if they're doing their footwork, if you can tell they're going for air strafes, and you just had a last fight with them that involved explosives, look up here, because spies can like air strafe and crouch jump and like land in these rafters up here. So make sure like when you're checking usual spots on top of the bookcase, in the corner here, in these corners here, also check up here. Good place to check. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I wouldn't. Man, I'm glad I turned ragdolls back on. There's two of them. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't build here. This is so exposed. Like, look, they can just walk through here. Sniper can walk up here, and then bang, you're dead. Like, there's a few designated places you should build, and that should be the base of this ramp here. If you've got good control of like flank here, tires. Underneath me. Ah, rip. I couldn't share. underneath the map room there, in the shadow, which is the usual spot, like across that like strip of shadow in the dark area. We've got like one more demo. STVs, demo reviews, pink, and number 3.
5, 4, 3.
So yeah, in shadow here, it's called shadow because it's that like strip of shadow. You can put a gun right here. It's pretty safe. Or in like lower, just down here. The reason why it's called lower is because this basin area, there's high ground here, there's high ground here, there's high ground here. This area is lower, and this place is lower. Just easier to call. A lot of calls are pretty simple like that, or at least try to be. I don't have the wire. I just have floating Christmas lights. Look at that JPEG outline. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So sentry like here, maybe here, but less often because the demo can kind of sit here and just spam pills. It's more that if you have like strong hold around here, you can forward hold and put your sentry here if you've like recently killed them and you want to like hold choke here and kind of like corner them. If you've got like a really like aggressive like shot caller demo man who's just doing everything, then you put your gun here. But more than likely you just want to keep it passive. Down here it's pretty safe, or here. Also, on last point, a good thing to know is since you have less use for teleporters. Oh, there's a pause. You can put your teleporter as like an escape teleporter, and you can put your exit down in lower over there. You can't see my mouse because it's actually. You see? You can't see my mouse because it's OBS. Yeah, that like actually. You can see this, right? Actually, yeah, you can see this. Okay. The top right corner of this demo review like UI thing, it's like a pointer. Okay, so see that lower bit? You can put your like you can put your tele exit down there as an escape tele, and then if you're holding like over here in shadow, you could put your entrance in that corner there or in the corner there. Usually your dispenser will be there, so you can put your entrance here. And then if like an Uber is like heavy's coming along here, and it's like dum, and then jumps down for an Uber. You can be like, ah, shit, and then like run into that corner while wrangling your gun, and take the telly, and then go down here, and then get ready to like spawn, like switch to like gunslinger or like jag, and like set up another gun so you can get out. Or more likely, you can just have your medic just run through there because he's more valuable than you. And you can do that on the other side down here. Man, this pause is taking a while. Underneath map room, which we can't really see, it's off screen. You can put the tele entrance in the other corner so that if they jump down at a map room, you can do the same thing. It's a nice thing to do. And this pause is taking a while. Let's speed up time. Okay, nice. So, I wish that was okay. So let's see what's actually happening over in the not last point. So okay. Another standard setup again. I assume there hasn't been a suicide wave because it doesn't look like blue team is doing that. Sniper is doing a good job, just slowing them down. Their spy is constantly being revealed by your massive wrinkle brain heavy player. So yeah, they're waiting for sniper. Okay. Your heavy shouldn't have jumped down there. I don't know why. Okay. And there's another pause. Great. Okay. Oh, it's buckets. Didn't press tab before. Okay. Let's speed up the passage of time once again. To the future. I would use my reverb, but whenever I do that, it like breaks my microphone. So I save that to the end. Okay, I'll back to the oh shit. We should just hold it back. There we go. Okay. And they used. And your pyro's doing a good job blowing them. Come on, blow that heavy off. Ah, rip. Gun went down and you went down. Unlucky. But you did a really good job of protecting your team. And as long as your heavy doesn't feed right now, you should be fine. Yeah. Hope you guys run away. Pyro, run away. There's a door there. He doesn't know. He can't hear. He's got AirPods in. Okay, they got that point there. And your team is setting up on second, but you're not there, so you can't set up... Ooh, those pills. You can't really set up a teleporter immediately, so reinforcements are going to be slow. So just set up this corner here, which is quite nice. Spy is pushing the cart. Yeah. Just wanna probably just stay back here. I know this guy's still on Brass Beast. I mean, he could win this just because that blue heavy isn't paying attention. You got the tickle! You got the tickle! Oh, this pirate's trying to save him. Oh. Trick stab. Oh, look at this. I haven't seen that before on the roof. Oh, but it's doing the fucking visual exploit. Gross. Okay, just set up corner here. I think you should probably just back out to third here and build because, like, yeah, they've kind of just got roof here. You're kind of just waiting for your flank to kind of contest roof, and at that point, like, you can't really move back up because of how close the card is. And your team isn't going to be like, oh, wow, we have roof again. Time to move the combo up. No, because you're walking through a sniper sight line, so you're kind of just holding here. So at that point, your dispenser is fine there, because it's not like you're going to use it for the OP block on third. But now you can move it back. But during that hold, you can kind of leave it there so that your demo and heavy can kind of play back there. But I think during that kind of position where the cart's already up and you've already backed off of second, you should probably just build on third and get your gun up as soon as possible. I'd also recommend, firstly, not putting it there, because the reason why you put it down here is because there's less of a hitbox visible. Because the gun shoots from up here and all this area can be protected. Which is why you can't actually, like, shoot your gun at level 1 on standard bad water, because that bit's too high and you need to get it to level 2 or level 3 to be able to shoot over it, because then it becomes taller. But I'd recommend after first point, especially, like, where you have the opportunity to, like, potentially, like, back out, like, through here and then rescue ranger your gun. If you respawn since then, or have an opportunity to change your loadout, I'd recommend switching off rescue ranger to shotgun, because this area, especially being less defensible, less of a guaranteed, I'm just going to sit here and no one's going to get to me kind of spot. You probably want your shotgun, so if there's a spy around, you can spy check with 6 shots, and you can potentially fight people off. Shotgun is very good. Okay. It's a pretty good standard setup here. Oh, wait. Oh, you do! You have the escape telly! Oh my god. Mind linked. Cool. Yeah. Nice. Okay, they used... Your pirate's doing a good job of harassing, but gets caught out, unfortunately. Gun goes down. You're going for the frontier justice. Oh, that heavy's so low. I respect the hero play, though. I don't think your medic took the panic telly, though. So this looks like it might be a GG. Yeah. Unlucky. Good. And those props go really high. Boing. Okay.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Oh, this. See, this is obviously Jesus heavy. Look at him. He's got glowing sun, and he's just floating on like nothing. Ah. He was correct. Jesus never lies. He said she was spy, and now he's invisible. Oh, wait, no, he's there. Okay. I like it glasses. He's so handsome. Okay, okay. He's building here. He's building this place. So this is very risky for red team. Hopefully your team can punish it either by having a sniper protected over here shooting it, or a DH soldier with base jumper. Okay. While you're in sort of this neutral on, okay. Wait, where were you even sniped from? Where is that sniper? I don't even know. He already died. He was probably just in a bad spot. Oh man, so much chaos is going on right now. But yeah, when you walk out here and put your gun nearby, I'd just be like sort of trying to use the cart as cover and then shoot around like corners here, there, up here, there, up here, 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 maybe even there for spies. I don't know how they get up there, to be honest, but you can stand there. Man, if they ever give Spy a grappling hook, that's gonna be rough. Okay. Used in. Fire pressures. Gun goes down. Medic is low. The Demon Soldier getting some really good spam damage in. Still holding in. I don't know why red team hasn't backed out yet. Oh my god, your demo is just piping everybody. He's booping all the snoots. And that medic needs to... Oh, good air blast. Oh. Unofficial wipeout. Well, the dispenser's still there, so I guess they still technically control first point. The Jingle Jones flag has been remained here. The Red Eagle. The battle standard. Oh no, he's going for it. He sees it. Oh, okay. First point is controlled by blue team now. Okay. Let's see, what's going on right now? You're still on the level 3s of Frontier Justice. Okay. Looks like this is just an easy camp. Let's just get rid of this bottom right thing. There we go. I should probably get an actual spectator HUD, so I don't have this entire left side of my screen kind of blocked off. Okay, the medic is playing so close. Come on. Dude, you guys have so much pressure here. Sniper just walked boiler. Pong! He just tonk medic on the head with a bullet. Okay. So, Telly is setting up. It's back here. Sentry is building. Card is barely being contested. Gun is in natural, getting sapped. Good job from your spy. He died a hero. This looks like a easy capture. NG is still here. This guy either needs to Eureka out, or he doesn't have Eureka. He either needs to run out, or just kill bind, because the longer he's here, he can't build. I feel like it's worth covering this guy's potential flaws, just in case other people are in similar situations. If you're caught for too long, and you can't get out without dying, just kill bind. Like, the longer you're there, the longer your team doesn't have a setup on the next point, which is bad. Don't be flashy. You can have a, instead of having kill bind, you can have explode bind, which is like a kill bind except it gives you, so you can just like, you can be a soldier or a demo and jump in the air and then press explode and you firework, except a very messy firework. Okay, nice defensive push here. Ooh, the scout, so close. Okay, let's see, got the Spencer map from here. Starting to build. Oh wow, I didn't even see that spy. Pirate safety. Wait, that isn't you. Oh my god, my brain. I was thinking so much about this, immersing myself in this guy's like mistakes and being like, oh, okay, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, that I forgot that I wasn't mentoring him. I was mentoring the other guy. Also, that's a very It's a very good pose to end in. Also, another thing I think is worth mentioning specifically for this, just because I mean, this is the main NG thing, to be honest. The defense is that if you're building under map room here, don't put your dispenser in this corner or too close to the wall, because a spy like sneaking in can crouch on the dispenser and then jump up and then crouch up on here, and then sort of just wait. And that means if a pyro is spy checking and they're not being like messy with their flames, they're usually burning along the ground because the flame particles like exist a little bit longer on the floor and they bounce, so it's sort of like they subconsciously like burn around the ground a little bit more. So if you're standing on something, it's a little bit better of a hiding spot. But that's just something to keep aware of. So Uber's coming out. Wipe from blue team. Unlucky. Pretty good last push though. And good defensive buildings, supportive buildings I mean here, with the dispenser at corner, the teleporter. And yeah, I think you did things pretty well, Pink. I think that was a pretty good job. I kind of liked your plan for the level freeze and frontier justice on offense. I think maybe you could have had like a little bit more potential input on the flank when you're pushing into last if you were running gunslinger, because then you're more willing to just walk into tires and then place down the mini and then play with your team. That's one of the potential things that could mess you up later on, is if you play a little bit too much with level freeze on offense, you end up playing. Because like when you're playing on defense, you're playing very much like a medic, where you're like a support who's very much at the reliance of your team to protect you. But on offense, you have more freedom to use gunslinger and shotgun and just like shoot people. So if you play too much of level freeze on offense, you could kind of forget that you have this extra like ability to go in and fight. So you might be missing out on a little bit more flank damage, and a little bit more of like, oh, we're losing because like the flank is having problems. It's like, oh, that's their fault. But like, on offense, you're pretty much a flank member, so as long as it's not detracting away from your flank and you're still doing well, it can still be good, because then you can place in those aggressive sentries. It's kind of just like it's a trade-off. You trade off being an active participant off the flank for during pushes being able to just plop down a sentry gun somewhere and just be like, okay, you're a team, deal with this. Here's an extra like thing that they have to worry about. So it can be quite scary. It's kind of like I think spies also used to have this thing because of Dead Ringer being broken. But spies were sort of like, you know, they could choose to be, I don't have to worry about, you know, being part of the team, because I can just sort of cloak around and do my own thing, and as long as every so often I go medic dead, like I'm part of the team. But then like they equip the watch and then they equip the gun and they're like, oh, now I'm part of the flank now, and that can be really annoying to have like an extra person on the flank, and then if you don't have a gun spy on your team, they just outnumber you. So like that kind of thing with NG of like, if you can get consistent shotgun DM, then you're basically an extra scout, and that can be really scary on the flank if there's two scouts, especially a scout with a mini sentry. So yeah, that's basically the closing words. I think you did pretty well. I really like that rocket kill on the spy where he just walked up like, oh, I'm gonna sap that sentry, and he just blew him up with a rocket. Also, that NG on the other team was so funny. Oh, it was great. Anyway, I hope this was useful. I hope other people watching this kind of learned something, or at least found this entertaining. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I will see you later. So goodbye.